Hello and welcome. My name is Bernhard, and in this video I will show you in the next few minutes how to get started with the easescreen web interface. I will give you an idea what kind of content can be created and how you're able to manage a signage system with our user interface. The web interface itself is available for customers that already purchased a license with software assurance at https://wi.easescreen.com, and all others can sign up freely at https://demo.easescreen.com/demo for a time-limited license, including a free point of visualization license. So I opened up here demo.easescreen.com, and I have the possibility here to click on demo to register for demo setup, demo project as we call it, with my name, my email address, my company phone number, and the small CAPTCHA. So as I have prepared this already, I have received my link in my email client, and I will simply copy it over here to get logged in automatically. This link you can also share with your colleagues, and you can use it for opening the web interface without login to try and test everything. So at first we will be welcomed in this dashboard, and from within this dashboard we have all the possibilities to manage our signage network. We can see our clients here on the left side, and we have on the right side the different contents and the different media files. This dashboard gives us a complete overview of our system and lets us see what's going on. We see our clients here to the left, and we see our latest media files and what has been published on the right side. The dashboard is already fully customizable for every user, so that you only see what you need and nothing distracting that is in the way of your workflow. So to adapt the dashboard, you can click down here right at the cogwheel to see the dashboard layout and to modify it. Not only the dashboard can be modified, the whole look and feel of the web interface itself can be modified, and beside the appearance with the icon on the left with the colors, you can also adapt the web interface in terms of the workflow you will be using. Let's continue now with our little tour around the web interface. We already have a fake client we see here in our map, but let's start by adding a real client now. So to add a real client now, we go to Manage, and here at Manage we find the Clients menu point, and in the Clients menu point I can now add an HTML5 client. And to do that, we check out here with the drop-down menu what our HTML5 server is. Our HTML5 server currently in use is the https://demo.easescreen.io, and this URL we can simply open up in another tab of our web browser, or for convenience we open it up in a private window now to avoid trouble with already stored and cached files. So to do so, I will click here, and it opened up my HTML5 client. My HTML5 client is now running and waiting to pair. To pair this HTML5 client, I will use this code down here and go to Add New HTML5 Client here in my web interface, and with this pairing code I saw before, I will move this bit to the side. So my pairing code is now JG-WW!C3, and as soon as I hit next, my client is now added to my web interface. Now I can define here a name for this client. And define all kind of properties for this client. So the available properties here are alias, a location, and also various other things that can be again customized. And as we see here in the second browser window, our client is already receiving content. It has turned black as there is currently no content published for it. So let's save it for now and continue. Okay, now that we have a place to visualize our content, let's create it. To do so, we will switch back to our starting point at the dashboard by clicking here on Dashboard. From the dashboard, we can also switch directly to our content by clicking here on the desired content layer. Layers are our way of splitting up content for different categories, for different screen styles, like video wall, LED wall, portrait or landscape. So therefore you could have multiple content layers how we control it. So from this view, I can now add content to my players. To make it a bit more convenient for me, I like to switch to the 3-column style here, where I see all my layers and all the properties of the media I have added to my content here in the center, and my content that is published or that is going to be published here on the right. So let's add now content. I can do so by drag and dropping here, for example, this plus to my content list. Alternatively, as we maybe want to do a bit more sophisticated than just adding a simple media file, we can also go to the Templates tab and add here a new template, a new layout. So I drag and drop this over, and now I have been forwarded to my template editor. So within this template editor, I can again switch to a 3-column view to have easier access to different properties. Again, this is whatever fits your workflow the best you can use here. So in my case, I'm going to make a simple layout screen. So I add here a media file into my background. So my background contains now a media file, and to make it even more sophisticated, I will be adding more than just this single picture. Add now widgets. And widgets is a thing I would like to talk to you a bit more, but for this video we don't have the time. So be sure to tune in for our next video where I will be also explaining a bit more about widgets. For now, let's simply use the widgets we have here and add the widget to show the current time. So I have now added a small clock here in my layout, and I can adjust this clock to fit my overall styling. So these widgets are highly flexible and can be even created by yourself, as they are made of HTML code. So I select here a different border color, maybe a yellow or an orange fits more our design here, our background image. Okay, so we have customized our clock, and now beside the clock, let's add something additional. Let's see how we can add multiple pictures to this template. So multiple pictures can be, or multiple videos or multiple other contents can be managed in a campaign. So I have here some pre-created campaigns I will be adding to this template by simply dragging it over in my layout editor or in my template editor and placing them here. So I resize those pictures, and to see what I have created now, I simply can do a preview by clicking here on preview. Okay, so now that we have finished our preview, we can go ahead and publish our content to our real clients. So to do so, we click on Save, and after we have clicked on Save, we see here our content that has been already linked to a group. This group of clients is receiving the content as soon as we hit our publish. As this content is already approved as well, we just need to click on publish to send this content to our clients. So let's click here on publish and see what's happening. So next step, we see here that our transmissions are happening, our content is being published to the client, and soon our HTML5 client running here should be showing our content. As you see, it's downloading and it started the playback of our content. Okay, as our content is now playing, let's switch back to the web interface and see what we have done. So the content has been now published, we have checked it in our client, and with this I finish my presentation, my short introduction of the easescreen web interface here. Thank you for watching this video on how easy it is to publish content with the easescreen web interface to your POV clients, to your point of visualizations. I hope I can see you again in the next video.